Hello and welcome to Cruise 5. Our guest today is a lady who has come all the way from Glasgow, Scotland. She is the chairperson of Sharpen Her, the African Women Network. In short, they just call it SHONE. Angie Mwafulirwa, welcome to Cruise 5.
Thank you very much, Joab.
And welcome to Malawi. I don't presume this is your first time. You're from Malawi after all.
I'm a Malawian, born
Do you
and
come
bred.
to Malawi regularly?
For the past few years, yes.
When is the last time you came? How far back?
April.
This year?
Yes.
So welcome back.
Thank you.
I'm sure you pretty much found the things that you left in the house.
Pretty
You're like,
much
oh,
the
I think
same.
I left this here. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I understand you're now based in Glasgow, Scotland.
Yeah.
Is that where you're operating from?
Yes.
Okay. And how long have you been gone?
I've been away from this country for 12 years.
Okay.
But in Scotland, I've lived there for 9.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So welcome one more time.
Thank you.
And we're glad to have you here. You've got a big story to tell us, especially about the organization that you are working for, which I do understand you also helped to found. But you're also in Malawi for an even bigger cause that we're going to get to talk about later. But I understand you're here for an event in relation to Mother's Day. Briefly, tell us more about that.
Right. First of all, I'll talk about Sharpen Her,
Yes.
the African Women's Network.
Yes.
Sharpen Her is quite new.
Yeah.
It's less than a year old.
It was launched in March, I think,
In
this
March of this year on
Yes.
International Women's Day.
Yes.
So basically the background is living in the UK, and where I am, there's quite a lot of migrants.
Yeah.
Glasgow is a very multicultural city, but then within the migrant community, there are some communities that seem to be doing a bit more better than other communities.
Okay.
And then the African communities are kind of like lower down.
Yeah.
So being in so many organizations, events, and seeing how that plays out, a few friends of mine and myself, we were talking about it, and we said, why can't we set something up to raise the profile of African women?
Okay.
Because basically a woman is already at a disadvantage, the way life is.
Yes.
A woman is at a disadvantage. So we're trying to find ways of raising the profile of a woman, boosting the woman's profile. So, and being an African, you're still at an advantage in that kind of context.
Yes.
So we thought of setting up something that will help to deal with those challenges.
All right.
So that's where we said, okay, why don't we do this to coincide with International Women's Day?
Okay.
So,
and now you're here to make people drink tea.
Yes.
But it's not just tea. This is high tea.
It's more than just
It's
tea.
all that glamour and the glitz.
Exactly.
What exactly is happening, briefly?
Right. So what's happening for the event is that, okay, it's a high tea.
Yes.
And you know, one thing is that women, you know, once in a while like to dress up, have fun.
Is that once in a while? I think pretty much every day.
Every day?
Pretty much every day.
Okay, then.
Yes.
So this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring women together to do this.
Okay.
You know, you feel good. You feel good when you're, you know, like you're dressed up, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's just the outside element of the event.
Okay.
But really, how we've loaded the event is that we've got a book launch.
Okay.
By Vera Kantukule. She's got several books that she's going to launch.
Okay.
And we've got another speaker who's a good friend of mine. She's a lecturer at Bunda College.
Okay.
What do you call it now?
It's Luana. Yes.
Yes. So she's a lecturer there, and you know, I've known her since maybe we were in university, and I've seen her progress to where she is. So because I like to identify women who have achieved something, I like to bring them to the forefront and let them talk about their story and hope that someone is going to be inspired by that. So I've got Dr. Livnes Banda from Luana, who's going to be the main speaker.
Good.
And the theme of the event is A Mother and More.
A Mother and More. So we'll get to know more about that a little bit later on in the program. But when I said I have got a lady from Glasgow, Scotland, I'm Nangori he. I mean, during the Zoom. Come on, we say Zungu here. You're very much Malawian like all of us.
100%.
Kumutindi kuti.
Ine kumutindi kuchira dzulu.
Okay.
Kwa tiye mpama amfumu atunda Blair so mukamapita ngati mupita Zomba Blantyre timayima pansika pena pake main road pa Mplumbuzi ndekwathu meneko.
Koma Mwafulirwa yakuchokera pati kapena ndi ifwa cha chinthu mwavalapo
tsina meneli nachita kupalikidwadi
eti
fali meneli ndira
Mwafulirwa wakuchikwawa
Mwafulirwa wakuchikwawa ya limene tinava nditu nde basi tinaliteka ndeti maisesa sokuyoya
zosateka munthu akuchadzula kayoye
zimateka
zosateka koma kuyoya kwake kokhanga libe kwa chucheni kungophwanyiriwa basi
ndimayoya samakola chomene
koma kubadwa ndi kukula ndikhulupira kuti ndikuchitadzula komweko kapena makolo amagwira ntchito ndipo mmayendayenda
ya makolo amagwira ntchito ndinabadwa Blantyre Queen Elizabeth Central Hospital zaka zambiri mbiri zapitazo so my first few years I lived in Blantyre until when I was 4 number school now that was here in Lilongwe primary school yanga nambira ku Lilongwe girls
koma amati sipagava pamene ndipagava kodwa
ayi
pagava ndi I think it's another school ife tinaphunzira kutengere kuchire ndeza zakulilongo sizidziwa
ayi fe naphunzira
tikuzimvera momwe nditakula kale makolo amachita chiyani
Bambwanga amagriwa Ministry of Agriculture, so he was all over my ADD from Blantyre ADD, Lilongwe ADD, Kasungu ADD, Zuzu ADD. So my school anga were around the places that my father was working in. Yes, and my mother was a banker. She worked pretty much the whole of my life. Just before I was born, she started working there. Yes, until she passed on a few years ago. So yeah, she was with the bank.
You see, lero anthu muthu kangwamba ntchito tumpakana rumakauti basi.
It was a lifetime.
Pana ipeso zonenso kuti I retire early, I set up something. My career ujeni basi ukangorowa yamba. Kuma pano inu mukupeza kuti simukuchita zimene simukutsatira zimene makolo nana.
I think zinthu zasintha. Zinthu zasintha
life yasintha ndipo ifeso tofuna tisinthe gear tsopano tilowe mu nyimbo chifukwa program imene tikamacheza timafuna kuti tizisintha zinthu nyimbo mazikonda
nyimbo ndimazikonda kwambiri
za mtundu wanji
nyimbo tunde ndimakonda zosiyana
eti
kwambiri
kufika pokanika kusankha mpaka
kusowa chosankha
kuti ine basi ndimangokonda nyimbo basi koma pamakhala chamba kenake pamene kuti komano ndikati ndafatsa I think nyimbo izi ndizimene zangatsa kwambiri
kumene kusindipitako ifwas koma nyimbo yomwe ndingakonde panopo chiuta muweme ya Reverend Chimwemwe Mhango
ukukusumbira kwevuka chani
ngatipite ku rap
iniyo primary munachita payoge primary muneno ino magula rapo
hapo ndinabula Blantyre girls
kusema
nayo residence
kwa bado ndiambe ndi chiuta muwemi kuimba kwa Reverend Chimwemwe Mhango program yathu ya lero ya Cruise 5.
yo 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 balesa bamwe mama yo 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 balesa bamwe balesa bamwe wo balesa bamwe wo mama yo 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 balesa bamwe mama yo yo balesa bamwe wo mama yo 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 mulungu wa wino mama yo 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 mulungu wa wino mulungu wa wino mama yo 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 mulungu wa wino yele mama yo yo mulungu wa wino mulungu wa wino mama yo 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 mulungu wa wino yele mama yo 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 mulungu wa wino mama ye chiwo tamu weme mama yo chiwo tamu weme mama yo 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 chiwo tamu yele mama yo yo yele chiwo tamu weme mama yo 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 chiwo tamu yele mama yo 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 chiwo tamu weme. Namuromba shati wanipa na buruku chiwo tamu weme mama yo 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 chiwo tamu namuromba sapato wanipa na sokosi namuromba sima wanipa na dende chiwo tamu weme mama yo 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 chiwo tamu weme mama yo 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 chiwo tamu weme mama yo yo yo.
Takulandira niso programu yathu ya lero ya Cruise 5 amene tikuyeza ndi Angie Mwafulirwa amene ndi mkulu wa bungwe lotchedwa Sharpen Her, the African Women Network. Bungwe limeneli mwina malo ambiri sili kulidziwa chifukwa choti sili kuno ku Malawi yayi. Bungwe limeneli lili ku Glasgow ku Scotland, komwe ku United Kingdom. Ndipo iwowa amakhala kumeneko amatiuza pano takanthu ku UK kwa zaka zokwanira 12. Komabe kuno ku Malawi potenga kuti ndi kwawo amakhala kumabwera kumapitaso. Lero tikhati kumva zambiri za bungwe limeneli komanso ntchito zake, komanso akuti pali zina zimene abwerera kuno ku Malawi zokhudzana ndi tsiku lokumbukira anakubala. Kodi nchiyani chimene abwereracho tikhale tikumva pompano. Koma tinayamba kumva zambiri yanu kumene munaphunzira ku primary, mutaphunzira ku primary, sinzoti secondary munachitira kuti.
Secondary school napangira ku Providence.
Okay. Kumulanje. Yes.
Umene napanga maphunziro secondary school.
Yeah. Kumaliza kumene kucha?
Ndinamaliza ameneko napita Chakhaza College.
Okay.
Kumene nakapanga Bachelor of Social Science. Napanga major in Sociology.
Bisok. Chabwino. Kumaliza kumene kumunagwira ko ntchito kapena ifa amene kuti kena kumunadzapita ku UK. Tisanafika kumene kusunzoti zinachitika nchani pakati?
Okay, immediately after that I joined a graduate trainee program ya ku Thailand Commercial Bank.
Oh yes. Kodi Commercial Bank ni mena sanuka National Bank? Standard Bank. Stanbic. Stanbic kena ku Standard Bank.
Yes.
Commercial Bank.
Yes. Yes, so after that, that's when I moved to the UK for the first time.
Okay.
Came back briefly and then went back with the whole family.
Okay.
Yes.
So the whole family, by this time you had already married?
Yes, I got
soon
married
after you
a year after university.
Ah, okay. Ah, all right. Why did you decide to go to the UK? Or did you decide to go to the UK at all? Or circumstances demanded that you go to the UK?
It was largely due to circumstances.
Okay.
And then, obviously, in life, people will be looking for greener pastures.
That's true.
Yes, and that was one of the options for me.
Okay.
Yes, and I would say that it's bearing fruit. Yes.
It is, because I think some of the fruits are what we're going to discuss on this program. But UK, was that just a random destination that you selected, or there was something particularly that drew you towards the United Kingdom?
I think most of the times when people move abroad, most of the time,
yes,
they go to where they know someone, so they've got a connection there already. I know people sometimes take a risk and go where they don't know anyone, but it was because I knew someone there, and they were able to invite me, and that's how I started life in the UK.
Tell me about going to the UK and trying to settle in the UK. Of course, with someone who stays there, it's a lot easier, but still there are a lot of things that you face, the culture shocks and everything. It's a huge leap, you know, from Malawi to the United Kingdom. And now I think some of the experiences that you went through are possibly what inspired you to set up this organization. Tell us the things that you went through.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to use a song to illustrate life in the UK.
Are you going to sing for us?
Not this time.
Okay, I thought you're okay to dance. We can move the table and you can do a little demo.
Okay, let's see later on as we go.
Okay.
But you know, there's this song which goes, Amakala Gublantaya.
Yes, komama kona pamasaga.
Exactly.
Aguda amakala kublantaya komama kona pamasaga. Musamango waona jonchi yawa zinthu zamajira jobwereka. Is that what you want to tell us about?
Sometimes when we're like here in Africa and we think of UK or states, we think of paradise. Yes. And that's the picture that I went with. I'm going somewhere where everything is colorful. But it was not as easy as that. Okay, I'm talking about that song. It's not the case for everyone, but these are the realities that you face as a migrant in a new country. Okay. One, it's a different system you're dealing with. You have to learn that. And before you learn that, there'll be maybe some mistakes that you'll have made. Yes. And two, for you to permanently settle in that place, it's not a straightforward thing. There was a strategy in the UK, right? A few years ago, which was called creating a hostile environment for migrants. Okay. So, whereas in the past it was easy for people to move and settle, it's not that easy there. It's not that easy right now. So, you find situations where you are in that country, but you maybe take a long time to put your foot on the ground. Because of that, you are dealing with a very, very challenging environment. And it's about who's going to survive in this. So,
no, help me understand this. What exactly happens there? I mean, this is the UK. There are pounds there. There are pounds there.
Exactly.
You go, you just sweep the streets, and they give you a lot of pounds.
But for you to go and sweep the streets, you have to have the right papers to work.
Ah, the papers, yes.
So that's a challenge that some of us have had to face. It was not easy for some of us. One, out of ignorance. You don't know the system, and you don't have a support system in place to tell you, Kuti, this is how we do this.
I can understand, because I mean, when you're in Malawi, really most of the papers you need are just academic qualifications, and then you can pretty much apply for any job. But when you go there, it's not just, oh, I've got this paper, can I get a job here?
It's not. So apart from your qualifications, you need to be legally allowed to work in the country.
I'm qualified.
I've seen doctors working the really, really low-paying jobs, low-level jobs, because even their qualification is not recognized. So there's that other challenge as well. You have to change your qualification to suit the UK environment.
Oh, so you can go and teach anyway.
You have to go through
a process.
Adaptation, chani, they are recognized that now you can work in this country. Even my degree I made they have to verify them, and they have to confirm also
yeah, you know, Mr. Mgozo did not chance at what
yeah, I did my lembo was that I was in with the Nalian Chizungu.
You have one more position with Chiao. So you still have to validate all those things.
Yes, they have a council for that. So you're talking of your academic qualifications, which are not a gateway to an automatic job.
Yeah.
And then you're talking of being legally allowed to live and work in the UK, which is another challenge. So to get those things in place, for some people, depending on their circumstances, it's easy. For other people, I'll speak for myself, it was not an easy journey. So through that, there are things that have happened which have shaped me to be where I am. And I appreciate those things, because if I did not go through those hurdles, maybe I would have sat back and taken life easier.
Even with a degree from the University of Malawi, you didn't find the going easy in the United Kingdom?
No.
Are you free? Are you comfortable to tell us some of the things that you did as you were trying to settle down and get a foothold?
Well,
I'll keep it a secret between you and me.
Between you and me on camera.
And the person watching.
Okay.
They'll keep it a secret.
Right, okay, so. Did you say it's on camera or not?
It is on camera.
So basically, you just have to, I mean, you get to a point where you're just staying in the country, but you're not legally there.
Yeah.
But it's a precarious situation. So you start looking around to say, how can I regularize my status in this country? Because I know people have lived for years and years and they're just underground. Zimateka, people go underground.
But that's quite an oppressive way to live, because there's some things that you can't do, right?
Exactly.
And you're living in constant fear that you might probably run into the law.
Yeah. To see a policeman is like...
You freak out.
Ola wende razaki. It's like, bunch.
Eh?
So there's that kind of a life of fear, which I kind of lived for quite a few years.
Yeah.
Until, I realized that I can make an application and just say, I would like to live here. And I'm going to put a disclaimer on that one. Applying to live in the UK does not mean that I'm being unpatriotic. I love my country, that's why I keep coming back. But sometimes, as we have talked about in the beginning, circumstances maybe require you that you moved for a certain period of time. So maybe that's the phase that I'm on now. So making this application, can I stay in this country? It was not a straightforward thing. It was a 5-year-long battle.
Jesus Christ.
And in that 5 years, okay, one, you are legally recognized that you are trying to apply for leave to remain. So you're kind of safe.
Yeah. But still you have not yet gotten there.
Yes. And it's a situation where you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So that was my life for 5 years. And in that 5 years, it was constant applying and rejection, applying and rejection. This is part of the things that have contributed to where I am and who I am. Because then I started to learn to be strong and stand on my own 2 feet and fight for what I want, fight for what I think is good for me. And it was not easy. So...
You're making me feel depressed. I think we should go to a song.
Good.
This is very depressing stuff.
you shouldn't be depressed because I'm still alive and I'm here.
She's still alive, and we celebrate that. And to do that, we're going to go on a quick break, and we're going to go on the next song. What is going to be our next song? We did Chiuta Mwemi by Reverend Chiwe Muhango first.
Yes, for a reason.
Yes.
But this time, I think I'll ask for Shackles.
Yes.
I think that one relates to what we're talking about.
Yes, it does.
You know, you have taken the shackles off my feet. Now I can dance.
But we didn't know about the Chiuta Mwemi. What's the story behind that one?
Chiuta Mwemi, basically it says Mulungu Wabwino.
Yes.
And when my mom was still alive, she loved that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would sing along to that song.
It's a generally nice song.
Yes,
and it's a good sing-along song. Yeah.
And when she passed on, I was not in this country.
Oh, shame.
But I heard that in the last few days, she was singing that on her deathbed with a friend. So coincidentally, this being around Mother's Day time and stuff like that, she was also born around this time.
Yeah.
So that song just, brings up a lot of memories for me.
Fantastic. So but for now, Mary with Shak. I know you touched on this, but I want us to face this and discuss it. Some people don't appreciate why you have to leave your country and go to live in another country, like the United Kingdom. You are pretty much looked at as unpatriotic fortune seekers. You're leaving your country because things are tough. I mean, let's face it, that's the most common reason people leave the country and go live in another country. Why would anyone do that? Why wouldn't you live here, try to contribute to the development of your country, and use all your skills? We trained you at the University of Malawi.
I owe you. We
gave you a degree to shape the lives of our young ones. And what do? You pack up your bags, off to the United Kingdom. Convince me why anyone would do that.
Well, I like what you have said, that it's not for everyone.
Yes.
So, and people go for different reasons.
Yes.
So sometimes there's circumstances around that time.
Okay.
So it could just be a phase. Look, even Abraham was told to move from one place to another. That's me going into the Bible now. So there are possibilities. I mean, God would allow someone to move from one place to another. Maybe that's the best place that's going to be for them at that particular time. I'm not claiming that I heard from God to move to the UK, but it seemed to be a good decision at the time.
Okay.
And there were a little bit more opportunities that way than staying in Malawi.
All right.
But then, if you turn it on the flip side, I'm here today.
You're here, and that's what we want to celebrate, because most, maybe not most, but some of the people who go are gone for good, and they forget everything about their country. In fact, when they come here, they're just coming here to show off how better off they are now than they were when they were in Malawi. Staying in the United Kingdom and facing all these challenges, trying to become a regularized person and trying to become someone who can work in the United Kingdom, taught you a lot of things, and that led to the setting up of this organization, SHONE, Sharpen Her, the African Women Network. What exactly led to that? How did you, I mean, like sometimes you're like, okay, I fought my battles and this is it, and now I can go and work and thank you, Jesus, I'm sorted. But you said, all right, let me do something about it. What drove you into that?
Okay, a few years into my life in the UK, in that same situation where I was not allowed to work and not allowed to study, as it were, I got some opportunities to study.
Okay.
So the first thing that I did, I was just having a conversation with someone who was like a counselor. And I was telling her that, I've got a few friends and normally they come to my house and I tell them how to go about working with the system. I give them advice about things. And this person said to me, I think you could make a good counselor. She did not know that I took that seriously. I'd never considered it. But when she said that, I started looking for those opportunities. And I was able to study for like an initial certificate to be a counselor, and I was excited. I thought, this is it, I've qualified, now I can go and counsel all those people.
Yes.
Then I found that no, I needed to do more, and the qualification that I needed cost a lot of money, and I didn't have that much of an income at that time. So somehow I managed to get a scholarship to do that diploma to qualify as a counselor. So to me, I was looking at, if I can get this qualification, I can be in a position to be a counselor or a therapist to someone from my own background. Because the things that we understand, the things that you understand about me as an African, it's not always the same case with someone who's not an African. They will not understand. If I go to see a therapist and I'm looking down, they'll think I'm lying. But where I grew up, I was told that was ulem.
Yeah.
That's rude. That's rude. So I thought, if I put myself in a situation where I can be that person who understands these cultural differences and be able to, you know, embrace the other cultures, maybe I'll be able to support more people. So that was my starting point. And while I was studying for that, I also got another opportunity to study. This is still when I'm not allowed to study because the government won't pay for you. I got another opportunity to do a master's in human rights law. And now this is me telling myself, when I get this qualification, I'll help my community. I'll help them in their situation, especially when it comes to human rights, including immigration. So I did these two courses, qualified in this, qualified in that. And then it coincided with me being granted permission to live in the UK, permission to work. So I found myself with these qualifications, but I didn't actually have the experience because I had not worked for a long time. So I went back to study. This time not in university, I went down to college. Because I was looking at the skills that are missing, and most of them were to do with working with the community.
I see.
So I went down and I did a course working with community. And I thought that was when my life changed.
Really?
This is what I'd been looking for all along.
The bird flew right past its nest, I guess. You had to go back.
So yeah, I think it was the best decision that I made, because it taught me how to work with people, whether it's individuals, whether it's groups, whether it's communities. And we've got a lot of community stuff that's going on in the UK, equally here as well. So through that, most of my placements and stuff like that were working with women. There's something about me and women, I've always, you know, maybe because I'm a woman.
Well, not automatically. I mean, there are some women who have got absolutely nothing to do with women. So still, it's a good thing, I guess.
Yes. So I was drawn to work with women. Now I started looking at my own challenges that I faced. And I'm thinking that if we create something that should be able to support this, people can come and discuss their problems, share information, which is a big thing as well. That was one of the main drivers towards setting up SHONE.
I see. So I see initially you're setting it up as an organization that should help women, right? What exactly are you helping these women with? What kind of issues are they bringing to you? Are they marital issues, financial issues, immigration issues? I mean, there are all sorts of things, religious, probably spiritual issues.
Okay, hopefully in the long run we should be able to do that. But what SHONE has been for the past year or less, we've been mainly event-led. So we're having events, and then you bring someone, as I said, someone who can inspire the women. And then, of course, through that, people will bring issues. And I need to underline the fact that the issues may not be the same like in Malawi setting.
Probably. I mean, we all face unique challenges.
But still, as a woman, some of our problems will be the same. So we've been having talks about how we can, you know, how we can address issues and which issues.
Okay.
There might be in the long run an element of casework where someone comes with a case and then we support them with that.
Okay.
I'm blessed in a way that I have one of my jobs, I work with domestic abuse, which is a big thing, well, everywhere. Everywhere. Women.
Domestic abuse?
Oh my God, you'll never see. So I work where they come and they tell us what they're going through, and sometimes it can be so bad that we have to move them into a secure location.
Really?
To protect them from whoever the perpetrator is. So that's one of my other passions. I mean, to open up, forums where women can talk about these things, because we don't really talk about them.
I thought that's all you guys talk about.
No, our culture will say Zamba does mean also basi.
Oh, yeah, leave it there. Yeah, sure.
Sometimes even could it be the police. I'm not speaking for me, but
and then
yeah.
Like, no, so, this is the story.
So it ends there, but there's a lot going on, and we need to support women with that.
Okay.
However way we can. So that's one thing that we could be looking at in the future. But the main thing is helping to build mentoring relationships. Like, some people are really, really good entrepreneurs. Some people are really, really good professionals. And you hear those people's stories and say, oh, actually, so this can happen. So I can be this. Sometimes it's because maybe we don't have the right role models. So we end up doing things which maybe in normal circumstances, if we had the right information, we wouldn't do. So the main thing, like for example, this event is like putting up those women in the forefront and say, look, she has done this.
Great.
We can do it. Because, for example, in the setting of my community where I live, if you have been told you can't work, you can't do this for a few years,
yes,
you begin to resign. You start saying, oh,
I will never do it.
Yes. You put your hands up.
Yeah.
So you don't even look further to say, maybe I can do this, maybe I can go higher, maybe I can study, or I can do this. You just sit back and say, whatever comes. After all, UK will minimum wage. So I'll be fine.
Yeah.
But then when you hear stories of women who have like gone levels, you're like, okay,
I can rise.
So this is a wake-up call for me, so I can do this. I'm in that same position myself, where I'm like just looking around for women who can inspire me. And okay, so there's this. Like the person who's launching a book, Vera. I've never met her in person, but just reading a story, you're like, these are women we want to hear about.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, Liveness, she's a lecturer at Rwanda.
Yes.
She's done this. These are the people that we need to hear about, so that someone like me can actually look up to them and say, oh, okay, so this can be done. And also to know that I'm not the only person going through this. There are others going through this, but there's light at the end of the tunnel. I'm personally a testimony of that, to say that we can rise from the ashes. So that's the message that we just want to bring across.
Angie Mwafulirwa, our guest today on Cruise 5, she is the chairperson of Sharpen Her, the African Women Network, based in Glasgow, Scotland, here in Malawi to do a few engagements, but also here on this show to tell us her third song that we're going to play, which is going to be
No Woman, No Cry.
Oh yes, No Woman, No Cry, Bob Marley,
Exactly.
The iconic artist, reggae artist, Bob Marley, with No Woman, No Cry. Ntchito zimene mukuchita ku United Kingdom, makamaka ku Glasgow, Scotland, ndi ntchito zoti zikuoneka kuti zikungopindulira anthu amene ali kuikhayi komweko. Ndi ife ngati Malawi timachita sanje kuti Malawi nzathu ali ku United Kingdom wakhazikitsa bungwe limeneli. Ife timayembekezera kuti mwina achemwali mwina tipindulako. Sindikudziwa kuti kumbali ya Amalawi amene ali kuno back home, chilipo chinenso chimene mukuchita kuti muthandizane nawo kapena amalawi amene amabwera kumene ku United Kingdom kapena bungwe lanu ndilongoti yayi ife soti pamene pifwa cha amalawi ife tili pano ifwa cha anthu amene akumana ndi mavuto ndi koma tunotsekula wina aliyese zimakhala bwanji pamene
menda nene kuyambira kuja kuti you're looking at the African woman whose challenges are maybe slightly different from like a local UK woman. They have like an added layer of challenges that they face.
Yeah, I'm chijao chifano amalawi afuna dziwa kuti mukuti chani.
Muna zone.
Okay.
So no pa chipinjo chomwe azimayi amakumana nacho ngati nzimayi kuti tiyerekeze nzimayi wokuti mwina ndi mzungu wa ku UK ndeti tengeso nzimayi wokuti ndi wachifirika koma ali ku UK akhozokhala mavuto ofanana koma uyu wachikudayo wachifirikayo aliso ndi mavuto enaso onjezerapo
chifukwa kufirika wakeyo
maona kuli zinthu ngati khungu lenileni ndi nkhani imeneyi yokuti ukhozopanga apply ntchito osakutenga sanena
koma umangodziwa
kuti ankhaniro apapa ndiyi
khungu langa lada
ma qualification anga somwe anale oposera uyuyu koma antenga uyu.
In fact naonako ntchito zina zo akuchita kunena kuti tikufuna munthu akhale mzungu Caucasian amakhanditi zizungurawo tomafuna
tinadaketa sato
angoti ingonenane kuti simufuna ife yakhakuda basi
and sometimes pamakhala ndithu even ka justification kuti under section jakuti imene yafunika akhale hotel. So you have those challenges. You have my challenges okuti iweyo ma entitlements ako they are different from ndiwosiyana ndi my entitlements zinthu zokuyenereza zimene munthu ungalandire ndizosiyana ndi mzungu. So pamepopo iweyobe ziphinjo zako ndizokhanga zochulukirapo ndichifake tufuna tichite tafikira azimayi achifrikawa kuti tithandizane nawo mavuto ano ndichani chimene chingakulepheretseni kuti mufike pa level iyo ndichani tingakuthandizeni bwanji nde zimene zozo ndizoti zikhozaso kuchitika kunoko so nakonso kunonso azimayi timakubana so ndi mavuto athu malingaso ndi imene tilili kunoko nchifukwa chake tabweretsaso kuno and chosangalatsa pa nkhani ya Sharpen Her kunoko ku Malawi tipanga launch Sunday koma tikapanga launch tichisiya m'manja mwa anthu amene ali kuna amene achilandira kuti achichite achimange mmene angaonere malinga ndi mavuto amene azimayi akumana kunoko so siti kufuna kuti ngokhala kuti angopindula kwa anthu aku UK okha kuti amene onde amene aliyese amakumana ndi ma challenges osiyana siyana pano tili pano kuthandizana and munaona chinileza tinkapanga ku school timati Sharpen Her
Sharpen
sono chimene chija chikamasongola pensulo si chimazisongola chokha chimasongola pensulo ija nde dzinali lakhangatiso lafanana ndi Sharpen Her kuti chizisongola mapensulo so the message you are bringing across ndikuti iweyo ngati nzimayi ndi zomwe iwe uli nazo ungathandize bwanji nzimayi wina it's not about ine ndifuna zanga zindiyende inde zanga zindiyendere koma ndinganthandize bwanji nzimayi wina how can I improve life ya munthu wina how can ndikudziwa information iyi kamuze nzako apapa tikuti uterezi upange chonchi ulowere pakuti zikuthandiza osati kuti kumango yanga so we are encouraging azimayi kuti chani padoka ifeyo tithandizane kutukulana osati kudikira munthu wina ineyo kanga chepe kamene ndinako ka idea kamodzi nimuze uno kuzoti utatere zikhoza kuyendera so ndi mmene tifuna tipangire choncho.
Event imene ikuchitika yokhudzana ndi tsiku lokumbukirana kubala chenicheni cholinga chake ndi chiyani?
So no event imeneyi one inde ndi ya tsiku lana kubala and theme yokuti a mother and more kuti ine ndinoposa nzimayi chabe imene inachokera ku event yomwe tinapanga mu March ku UK so notitabwesa idea yokuno anthu amene achita organize kuna nani kuti tufuna tingopanga so chani chimodzimodzi then I okay fine so no chimene chika ukati a mother and more azimayi nthawi zina timadziwala ndinaonapo ka message kena kale kamabwa pa WhatsApp pamamba pamalemba kuti my wife doesn't work Nde amakamba kuti azibamutaiza amataonera kuti mkazi wanga sagwira ntchito koma pakhomopo zomwe akugwirazo ndi zambirimbiri. So azimayi timakhala kuti tili ndi zambiri zomwe tikuchita which are not being recognized and also paife tokha timadziwa basi ne yani mangokhala simagwira ntchito.
Ndinaona aduje nimene. Ena manena zoti abambo ena anakuya kwambiri mpaka nanena kuti I think tisinthane matupi. Inu mukhale mwamuna ine ndikhale ngazi. Koma kuti mene makona thukoloko.
Anasalendatu.
Anaenda kuti anaimba 40 kuti zatengeni uthupiranu. Ndezimana ndili busy ndili ku office.
Aone mene.
Ndibwera madzulo.
Mwaona.
Wasana achedwera koso pangoloso.
Nena machedwera yomo.
Ani soyo. Mungu ndisokoneza banyidira kuna ndikabwera ku. Ndene maona thukoloko. Alapa majumwa wose.
Ntayizina zimafunika choncho. So it's that thing what ntayizina azimayi feyo patoka timatha kuyiwala.
Chabwino.
Ineyo palinkani ya Bible ya azimayi ochedwa Deborah.
Okay.
Imandisuntha kwambiri fwa amana kuti azimayi moja anali prophet.
Yes.
Anali judge.
Yes.
Anali a mother.
Yes.
Anali a wife. This is just zochepa zomwe anali.
Anali so many other things.
So anapita kunkhondo to. Nzibambo kupempha kuti mayi ngati mupita ndine kunkhondo ine sindipitako.
Yeah.
Sindikatha ine.
Tipite ndinuyo basi.
So anali so wankhondo.
Koma kuno kuti mangoti tikangoti nzimayi ndeti nzimayi.
Nzimayi basi angokhala.
And even so azimayi wakufuna kuti akankhala poti ndi nzimayi zitherepo mwepo. Sakufuna kuti aonjezerepo china pa umayi wawo.
Nde event imene tifuna tiakumbutsa azimayi kuti you are not just this. Muli ndi zambiri zomwe niyo mungachite. Muli ndi zambiri zomwe mungathandize munthu wina nazo. Sino just nzimayi kuti basi mayi aerube ayi. Inde ndi mayi ameneyo ndino akaza uje. Komanso muli ndi zambiri zomwe niyo mungathandize uje kumene mukukhala kandi kuntchito kwina kulikonse.
And you're helping Vera Kantukule, the Chief Executive Officer for Malawi Scotland Network partnership, rather the Malawi Scotland partnership, to launch her books. She has actually written quite a couple of interesting books.
She has. Yes, and those books are within the same. You know, for example, I'll give you "Made to Bloom."
Yeah.
It's a reminder to women that we were made to bloom. We were made to blossom. It's not just okay, chabwino nameza school, nameza ntchito ndakhala basi zili bwino.
That's the end of it.
Ndiliso ndiana ayi basi zili bwino.
There
is always more that we can be and we need to work on ourselves. In that book amakamba zambiri kuti mwina zinthu zina zomwe ife ngati azimayi timayenera kutani kuchita kusintha. Kuti moyo wathu kanga topita patsogolo because the bottom line is Mulungu anatipanga kuti chani tichite bloom.
Yeah.
Tiwale. Tikhale ngati mtengo uja kuti uli ndi titenge mtengo wa malambe. Okuti uchita spread. Nthambi uko ndi uko. Nde it's a good time kuti zimene tikachita launch pa event imene kuti azimayi akakhanga dakata kasuke because akayankhulaso about mabuku aja buku ili ndi chakuti buku ili the professional woman ndikunena kuti kodi professional woman zimafunika kukhala bwanji because we need to learn from people who have been there. If I want to be professional, I will not go to someone who has not been. I'll go to someone who has been, and that way I'll save myself from hurdles. Amene uyana kumana now. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. I always tell my children that it's good for you to learn from my mistakes antwena. Don't learn from your own mistakes. Ngati muntu ina anapanga mistake imene don't go back into there.
Anapanga kale wina. Just learn from it.
Sinungo ira mbalala. So we're going to have a time of that. Akati Ankula and a few other people are going to talk about the books and then people will buy the books.
Machula kwambiri makamba so kwambiri za Mulungu. Mone kuti makonda zopemphera kwambiri. Kapena mangolenga Bible basi. Mone makonda zowerenga. Ngabeka Mulungu so ya Deborah apa sizongomva zimene ya.
Sizongomva?
Ndizozidziwa ndithu.
Mune ayo.
Kabungo kameneka kama kutasombali ya mapemphero kapena ndi zango kanthu zongothandiza anthu chabe kapena matumikiraso magawo ena kumbali ya mapemphero.
Chomwe chikuchitika mmene Sharpen Her inachitidwira set up. siti naike ngati choncho.
Okay.
And zimene zozo zatithandiza kuti tithe kuchita embrace anthu achipembedzo china chilichonse. Tikamapanga ngati ma event atu ku UK amabwera anthu osiyana-siyana and amene otimalandira.
And I know kuti ku UK you still have to be very sensitive about these things.
That's the other thing.
Utogweze kwambiri zoti hayi vesi yakuti ate chani kozopezo ora anthu ena akuzokhala kuti alibe chidiso yorabwere kumene.
Koma ifeyo beta una chisomo in that sometimes timabuka hall ya challenge. Ndikupangiramo zinthu zija. Koma anthu azipembedzo zina so ndikutani ndikubwera. And nthawi zina Mulungu mene amapangira zinthu zake. Munthu ameneyo akhoza kungomva zimene zikuchitika pamenepo. Abwera mawa ndeni mafuna mundithandizeko chakuti. Sunamulalikire directly. Koma amapeza kuti chani mwina watumikiridwa munjira ina yake.
Yes.
And the good thing about Malawi, we are liberal in that way. Kuti nditu kupemphera bwino pamene paja chani. Koma ichichi nditu I don't know. We know that Mulungu alimo. We may not mention koma Mulungu alimo.
Well, there are cultural sensitivities. You have to be sensitive to the cultural environment that you're operating in.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
So, and if it's part of your life, I think my life, it's about God.
Yeah.
That's the center of my life. So I can't run away from that. And sometimes someone will just look at advert here, event here, and go, automatically people will say, that's how it's working out. So it's yes and no.
We're going to go to our fourth song now in Cruise 5 today as we continue talking to the chairperson of Sharpen Her, the African Women Network, an organization based in Glasgow, Scotland. And this is Angie Mwafulirwa, our guest today. What's our fourth song going to be?
Every Praise is to Our God.
Yes.
By Hezekiah Walker. Self-explanatory.
Let's go on a quick break and we'll be back on the flip side. Atamakandi zifukwa zosiyana-siyana zoyambitsira zinthu komanso mabungwe ndi zina zotero ena mwina makhakuti akufuna apange build ka profile kawo kuti mtsogolo muno kudzaona kuti kodi mwina ndipite kumudzi ndikatumikireso anthu kumbali ya ndale.
Okay.
Munamba maganiza zimenezi.
Ili mbali ya ndale sinaganizepo. Ndimakhulupirira kuti ndale yonso nimaitanidwe. Koma ine ndilibe. Koma ngati munthu andale amana kuti ndifuna kulowa mu ndale because ndifuna kusintha zinthu.
Yes.
I have the same passion, but I just come from a different angle.
Hamadaya anthu siuri nendi mafuna koma anthu andipempha ndene nditani ne undikane zimene antakufuna. So that's not the path that you want to take.
There. No, I would no.
You did talk about your children. How many children do you have?
I'm a mother to 3 children.
Okay.
2 girls and a boy.
And you're staying with them in Glasgow?
They live with me in Glasgow. The 2 girls are with me right now in Malawi because I always take them along when I'm having these events.
Oh, do you now?
Yes, I do.
Do they love it here?
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
And they love the events.
Yes.
I want to inspire them. I think that that's the best investment I can give them.
Okay.
I may not be able to maybe leave them any other legacy, but if they can have that legacy that our mom inspired us to do this, that's good. They're 20 and 10,
but
they attend my events.
Yeah, they're cool. The other one is quite a big girl, I guess. Yes. Is it a boy, the 20-year?
No, it's a
lady.
Girl.
Okay.
Yeah, she's in university.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And Mr. Mwafulirwa?
Because this was a woman's thing,
yes,
he could not come.
But he's there.
Yes, we left the boys there, so the girls are here.
It's a ladies' thing. All right. Yes. So I don't even have to come, do I? Because I'm not a lady.
You may be an exception.
I always love being an exception. And talking about exceptions, I've got some exceptional questions that I'd like to ask you, to which you can only answer yes or no.
Okay.
Are you willing to play this game with me?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Bring it on.
All right. She said, bring it on, and I'm going to bring it on. The first one is for you to tell us your full name. What is your full name?
Angie Mwafulirwa.
Do you have any tattoos?
No.
Do you have any piercings?
Yes.
Do you have children?
Yes.
Have you ever shot a gun?
No.
Have you ever cried over someone?
Yes.
Have you fallen in love before?
Yes.
Have you killed a chicken before?
Yes.
Have you gotten into a fight before?
Yes.
Well, it could only be a yes, because we won't ask how recent it has been. Have you gotten any surgeries?
Yes.
Have you ever been hospitalized?
Yes.
Have you donated blood?
No.
Do you know your blood group?
No.
Have you ever smoked weed?
No.
Have you ever drank alcohol?
No.
Would you smoke weed?
No.
Would you drink alcohol?
No.
Would you test alcohol?
No.
Do you plan to join politics at some point?
No.
Have you broken someone's heart?
Yes.
Have you had a crush on someone?
Yes.
Do you have a crush on someone?
My husband? Yes.
Yes, she has a crush on her husband. That's a clever one there. Thank you so much, Angie. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for coming back to Malawi. And we wish you all the best as you're launching your organization in Malawi. And whatever it is that brings you bring with it, we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Last song.
Last song.
Yes.
I know who I am.
You do know who you are.
Yes.
You do know who you
Yes,
are. Is that the song by Sinach?
Sinach, that's
Lovely,
the one.
lovely song. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Joab.
you.
It was
Thank
a
you.
pleasure.